Facebook to funeral. Louisiana teen killed right before graduation, breaking up a fight. Shout out to Family TV at Thefamilytv1 on Instagram. Go follow this man. Let's react to the content. Talk about it in the comments.
When the family feels.
Oh, bro, he breathing.
They need to get him on.
Bro, what this man breathing? This man breathing. Don't call the ambulance, bro. He breathing, bro. Fuck.
Alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
I ain't head black. What you talking? That's a hat. Pull up on 24 block. I bury Leo shit on flat.
Oh, we got some drill beef.
All there. And right now we are also knowing more about an investigation that is underway as two people are shot in a meet. Sources tell us this happened tonight on West Martin Luther King Boulevard, and we're told they may be juveniles and that one was shot in the head, the other was shot in the stomach. The sheriff's office is helping Amite police in this investigation, but Amite police tell us they have no comment. We are working to learn more about a suspect, possible motive here, and what led up to the shooting, so we'll keep you updated on air.
Fam, we're going to Louisiana, where you just saw in the intro, a young rapper has went to social media to taunt his opposition after still being alive after being shot by a Draco. But unfortunately, his partner wasn't so lucky. He was shot in the face by the same firearm, and a day later, his family unfortunately pulled his plug. Oh yeah, it also happens to be the same day he was set to graduate. But this story get deeper. The man who lost his life was the young man who had his life ahead of him. Well, his best friend lost his life inside the school after a...
Damn, it's death all around them. Nobody died, and it changed their life. They want to celebrate and taunt their enemy that they still alive. Like, come do it again.
And walked inside and got busy before leaving. Not to mention, he was the son of the football coach, and also his mother worked at the school as well. Today we go over these events, in chronological order, pay our respects. And
it's crazy when the football coach, the teachers, that's two people that kids without parents usually like depend on to help them to guide their kids. He had both of them as parents in his house, and he still went crazy. It's crazy how the kids that's raised with nothing, you would think, looking outside, nothing to ever want or need. They got everything, and they choose the streets.
See where we stand today and what possibly led to this. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
It look like light skin versus dark skins.
We'll jump right to it. Today we're going to Tangipahoa Parish in Louisiana, where the major city is Hammond. And because it's so small, it's also the area where the locals in the surrounding areas go to shop at the local mall. Another city in Tangipahoa Parish is Amite, which is also the location of a neighborhood called 64th, and also affiliated with 24th. So they go by 24th, 64th, known to hang at the local store on 64th Highway. They also got a couple rappers who rep their neighborhood.
They're using block and numbers where none of their family own any housing, and they fighting over it for no reason. For no reason, not even over money, just for the ability to rap about it.
Name is Big Moolah. He recently came home from doing 9 years. And the generation under him is another local rapper named D2 from the 2400 block. Now D2 also happens to be the local rapper who we just saw at the very beginning of this video inside the local hospital saying he's still alive. But before we get to that very moment, let's take it back 11 months ago when 24 Spud and Big Moolah, they dropped a music video called Monkey in the Middle. In this music video, rapper D2 can be seen putting a firearm in his waistband allegedly. And he was on juvenile parole. His probation officer ended up seeing the music video and they violated him. And because of this video, with a little under 3,000 views, he had to serve 9 months in jail.
I be outside with them killers, you know we full of slug. You be inside playing a game, you know you not.
9 months later, March of 2025, D2 will soon come home, picking up where he left off rap.
They literally doing it to go rap about it, and it got him back in jail. Then he get more stripes for it. He's literally like the younger version of like No Jumper. You got 4 Extra who come out, and then his parole says don't be by no gang member, but yet he got to go to his hood day and then pretend like he wasn't at his hood day, even though he said that they can't stop me from being at my hood day. And they're a grown man, and these kids see that like, damn, I want that. I want to be on No Jumper. He could be a fucking engineer or math expert, but he choosing to do this because he got to rap about it because it ain't cool to be J. Cole or Kendrick.
And dissing his alleged ops. And for the record, they do allegedly have ops, having crews that go by the name of 4-Way K, meaning 64 or 24 killers. And some of them also rap, but let's stay on track. Not even 2 months since.
But some of y'all think the police the problem. Y'all like that Ryan Hintley or Hanley dude who did that to another cop. That ain't had nothing to do with the situation. Maybe I could give him some leeway. You killed the cop that you think wronged your son. Okay, cool. I guess. But you killed somebody that had nothing to do with it after 35 years, served their time, and was just doing like a graduation. Look, this happened at a graduation too. And I guarantee you more people died here than at that police when that guy hopped out of a stolen car with a gun, a stolen gun, and got shot. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. But anyway, this is our problem. This gang shit, not the police. This ain't 1950s where the police are coming after us with hoses and German shepherds. These kids out here doing it to themselves. If the police was just killing us, let's say the police take out 200, 300 of us a year, which I'm sure they probably don't, but let's just say that. That's a light summer in Chicago. If only 300 people died, that'd be a light summer. Come on. What are we talking about?
D2 2400 would be released from jail, and he would be next to a fight that took place in his neighborhood between females who pulled up. But the people those females had pulled up with in the backseat of a tinted sedan would be the real problem that night. It was May 5th, 2025. At Amy police say a fight broke out near the intersection of South 5th and MLK Street. And that's when the conflict led to a 17 to 18-year-old being shot and rushed to the hospital for treatment. But this is allegedly how that incident took place. Some girls from the opposition neighborhood and some girls from 64/24 was fighting. But the girls with the opposition, or the girls from the opposition neighborhood, came with some men who had Dracos who was sitting in the back seat of their sedan with tinted windows. After this fight broke out, they hopped out. They ended up shooting 2 of the teenagers who was on the scene, striking 2400 D2 and his friend by affiliation, J-Rock, who wasn't necessarily a part of no gang. He just knew them. And in fact, J-Rock was set to graduate 2 days later. But suddenly, J-Rock was struck in the face by a Draco. And then this incident managed to make its way on Facebook Live, unfortunately, with someone acting like they was concerned while filming J-Rock.
Bro, he breathing.
They need to get him on.
Bro, what this man breathing? This man breathing. Don't call the ambulance, bro. He breathing, bro. What the fuck, bro? Hold on, bro. Hold on. Who this is?
The police should be rendering first aid.
Who is this dude, bro? Bro, this. I know that old girl. So that's. Bro, that's Black Son. That's Black Son. Bro, what the fuck, bro? Fuck!
You doing that?
RIP to these people.
Now, J-Rock will still be fighting for his life. Surveillance video recovered from the area captured multiple gunshots and even muzzle flashes from a red car speeding through the neighborhood around 7 p.m. But now the owner of that vehicle, who's now on camera, is carrying away killers. And that'll later play key to this video on them making an arrest. J-Rock was 18, real name Jarvis Brewster Jr.
2 people were injured in a shooting this evening.
And Andres Fuentes, he joins us live from the scene with the very latest details tonight. Hey, Andres.
John, Lauren, we've got this information fairly recently from a Fox 8 source, able to confirm that it was a double shooting here on MLK and Richardson around 7 o'clock here at Amite City. I'm going to step out of the way because it is still an active crime scene. We do have dozens of officers and investigators and detectives here, as well as several units here on the scene looking into the fine details of what happened here. Again, around 7 o'clock this afternoon, that's when our source says, our information says, that it was 2 victims involved in this shooting. One of those victims was shot in the head. Another one was shot in the abdomen. The Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office was called to the scene after that shooting just for crowd control. It was an emotional scene here. There also called for crowd control at a nearby medical facility where the victims were taken. We are waiting for more information as to who those two victims are, how they're doing at this time. Again, a very dramatic scene, violent scene that happened here in Meat City. And once we have more information, we'll be updating you on air and online. But for now, putting live on the Fuentes Fox.
Then the following morning, the driver of that vehicle had turned herself in. Nataja Williams, 18 years old. She was only charged with principal to attempt first-degree murder after the
And even the girls are hard.
shoot. And thus far, Williams is the only arrest Amy police has made in this case. And it's unclear how many other people will be charged. Meanwhile, 48 hours later since the initial incident, D2 decided to go to social media to taunt his opposition for not getting the job done.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
In that post, they tagged D2 Instagram, saying stop playing, laughing emoji, heart emoji. They also quoted, "We love you, dude," added J-Rock page. J-Rock only picture was his prom date. And unfortunately, on his graduation date, his family allegedly pulled the plug. May he rest in peace and love condolences to his family. Now, the crazy part about J-Rock losing his life on graduation, just 2 years prior, this is a picture of him and his good friend, VJ, Vernon Gordon. They both played high school football together. Unfortunately, a 14-year-old had walked inside their school, armed, and shot VJ alongside 2 other students. VJ was only 16 years old when he was gunned down. May he rest in peace and love condolences to his family.
Family and friends met in the park of the hometown of Vernon Gordon Jr. to celebrate the life of a son, a teammate, and a student. The pain was visible.
It is a tough time. But the only way
14-year-old went in there and blew shit up. Damn.
we're going to be able to move forward and to move forward positively.
Look how many people affected.
Is to not lose faith.
Black, white, and gold balloons filled North Park in Amite. And in the middle was a picture, a dad in a memory. Family and friends honored Vernon Gordon Jr. as his uncle and principal of his school tried to instill one message to his community.
It's time out for riding dirty. It's time out for doing things you know is going to catch up with you one day. It's time out for to do anything other than what's right.
The 16-year-old was shot and killed in the parking lot of St. Helena College and Career Academy on Tuesday. The community came to lean on each other in their grief.
You got to still believe.
To pray.
If you don't believe, you are going to lose.
To remember, to hope.
I'm still going to have some tears to cry. I know this. You still going to have some tears to cry. But we can't cry as if we have no hope.
A 14-year-old was arrested and charged for killing Gordon, but deputies have not given a clear motive. As the family waits to get that final answer, they hang on to one thing.
Yo, a 14-year-old? That's crazy. Who sent him in there on that mission? Oh, he just said, like, what? Like, this shit like GTA, Call of Duty, Fortnite. What? Walked in there?
Their faith.
We had 16 years with him. We would have loved to have more time with him. But don't let this affect your ability to talk to God.
How sweet.
Standing hand in hand and singing side by side. In memory of VJ, they released balloons to the heavens.
God got the other half. The part we don't understand.
Thanks for joining us. First on News 2 at 6 o'clock, a 14-year-old accused of shooting and killing a 16-year-old outside of school Tuesday will remain in custody. That is one of several new developments we are following. A juvenile judge in Tangipahoa Parish denied the teen's bond this morning. He's accused of shooting 3 teens. One of them, Vernon Gordon Jr., died.
The staff parking lot at the St. Helena College and Career Academy was full Thursday afternoon as teachers showed up for special training and
begin the investigation about the events that led up to the incident. We are interviewing staff and collecting information from them regarding that allegation.
He didn't care about getting caught. Think about that. He walked up to the school.
And we'll pass it on to authorities once our investigation is complete.
This 2 days after 16-year-old Vernon Gordon Jr. was shot to death in the parking lot behind the school. 2 other teens also shot and injured as they were getting into a car Tuesday after school.
I was walking down to football practice with a couple of my other teammates. We heard a gunshot. We heard 2 gunshots at first. And then everybody got down, and then we heard some more shots. And then we all ran up to the office. The buses lined up in that same area.
Sources tell WBRZ the 14-year-old shooter, who's facing numerous charges, including secondary murder, had a Glock with an extended magazine traced back to Baton Rouge. Officials released limited information on Thursday during a press conference, but confirmed they are looking into the bullying claims, something parents tell WBRZ has become a major problem since the parish closed the middle school.
But we do have protocols in place, and we do take those protocols seriously, and we do what is necessary to ensure that our kids are safe on campus every day.
When asked if protocols need to be changed,
we also have to understand that bullying doesn't just occur at school. Bullying can also occur within the community. And with social media and all of the other avenues.
We all seen kids get bullied on the way home from school. Sometimes that'd be the worst part, from the school to the house. The worst part, you see kids get bullied or on the way to school, in between, because then they don't see each other for the rest of the day. It might be a bridge they both got to cross, or a certain street. They probably was torturing the shit out of that kid. Could have been. Oh, man.
News in which kids can communicate with each other. A lot of times schools are caught off guard.
It's a very unfortunate situation. Talking about 2 friends who lost their life 2 years apart. One inside the school and one on graduation, with the last one taking place after a fight between 2 groups of females. One man being shot in the face and then being exposed inappropriately online, with the other also shot and taunting his ops via social media 48 hours later. Whatever war they in, it seemed to have no signs of slowing down. And according to the police, just 2 hours after the latest incident on May 5th, revenge will come, leaving 2 people struck, but nobody lost their life in that incident, thank God. We want to send prayers to everyone who lost their life in this story. Everyone who was affected by the story we just talked about, we send 11 prayers your way. Fam, this was the story of a young man who took a face shot by a Draco alongside his friend. He ended up losing his life after pulling the plug the very next day, the day he was set to graduate. On top of that, his friend who survived had taunted their enemies, leaving the mass majority of the public to assume this alleged war is far from over. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to Family TV. Let's see what the comments say. Our people are so lost, it's sad. We should be burying our children. Amen. These ninjas named themselves after streets and blocks they don't own. I said that. Come on, cave dwellers. We all got the same mind. Remember, I don't give you no angles. I just give you the story, yo. This is happening in every state. I live in Alexandria, the same thing is happening too. It's mostly Democratic city, I'm telling you. They need law-abiding citizens to have guns to go out there and do neighborhood watches. Bring this shit down. Men inside the school. We gotta tell our kids to join the police force, to change something. Police ain't going nowhere. We be in so much of an uproar. The police do something. Oh, the police shot one of us. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. If the police shot 2 of us a month, what about they're dying every day? They're dying every month by the tens through the gang violence, senseless, and then they rapping about it. Then they want to pretend like they ain't rapping about it. Like, are we cool? I don't know. Is Lil Durk rapping about it? Is he? I don't know. Of course he is. Of course Young Thug was rapping about it. It's stupid. We play stupid. Democrats taught us to just say stuff and like, I don't know. We can't keep feeling sorry for ourselves. That's not the way to get up. We got to do something to change it. We can't do the Roland Martin crying about it. Like, so what? Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe people are racist. So what? As long as they don't stop your pursuit of happiness, who cares? That makes somebody happy in life. To be racist towards me, hey, amen, and blessings to them. Let them be happy. As long as they don't put their hands on me. Sticks and stones. Y'all glorify the street life. The cycle continues. Yeah. It was a shame what that man did after his son ran away with a gun. He had bad intentions. And he need grown men in his life that tell him you had bad intentions. Don't do that. But nobody did that. And even after he died, his father go do something to take another life. Look how he reacted. Look how the uncle reacted in the courtroom. I just want my brother to see me. I just want my brother to... Come on. That's emotional. All that was emotional and uncalled for and do our people no good. No, it does the kids no good in their psyche to hear their parents say, oh, yeah, that's good on him. Yeah, he a good real brother. Yeah. That'll mess a kid up. That's stupid what he did. Even if it wasn't right what the officer did, it ain't right what he did. Come on. Those officers probably were scared. Everything ain't about race. Come on, get out of here. Let me know what y'all think, Cave Dwellers, man. Like, share, subscribe if you like this. This is the Cave. We talk real here. We here for real things. Let me know. Shout out to every law-abiding citizen. I wish jail and destruction to all these criminals that choose to do this and infect the world. Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe, Cave Dwellers. Hope y'all